Guys.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, my laptop won't open the Zoom. So I'm on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah. But because I just started using my new laptop and I've been having so much issues. Like I don't know why it's not working. Like it just won't even it says failed to open the page. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's going on with it, but I was having trouble getting into the FSO using Safari, so I had to use Google Chrome.
Yeah, I'm about to say I have to use Google Chrome. Every time I try it on Safari, it gives me issues.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Today or usually?
Usually all the time.
Yeah.
So I just automatically just go into Chrome when I do it now.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're just waiting for Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is everybody done today's submission?
What did you... Sorry.
Is everyone done today's submission?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I finished. I've been working on it since this morning.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Did she even have any corrections for you, Kiana?
Yeah. The logo, you know how it's like pastel colors?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said to like change the yellow to make it brighter because I guess it fades kind of with the backgrounds, like the white, like I guess you couldn't see it too well.
Oh, okay.
So I changed the colors in my logos a bit, and so I had to re-put all the logos in everything that I made. I had to redo it. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget, Michael, are you recording this?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't think it could record on my phone.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm recording
just wanted to make sure. Okay. But what else? And I redid my logo animation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so hard for me. I don't know why it's so difficult. Like any animation is, I think it's the technical aspect of it,
Right.
but it's so hard.
So I'm gonna do logo
it's hard
animation.
For me too. I'm dreading
week.
it. I think that's why I put it at week 4 because I'm just so dreading the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine was gonna be the yo-yo. I was really looking forward for the yo-yo to like drop down and do like this yo-yo thing, but yeah, that's Nick's now.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. No
yeah.
More. So yeah, I had to go back through my brand style guide, change the logo for every single one of those pages, which was like 10 pages. And then I had to also go into my vision board and update that. So yeah, that was yesterday was a lot for the style guide, but it's all done.
Are we supposed to resubmit the style guide?
Not right now.
For this. Oh, okay. I was just thinking because I have to thing too.
Yeah, I think maybe it's all going to be because they keep saying leading up to the thesis. So I think all of it will be submitted as a part of the thesis.
Right.
That's what I've been doing. Like every time I have to make a revision, just making sure I remember to go and do that. So I'm not trying to do it all at the end. Trying to go in and make all the changes on there. So I'm saying this week, she was saying something about my typography, but I didn't change it. I just like play with the colors to see if maybe that helps for this week before I have to go back. Because I'm like, if I have to change font, I'm going to have to change everything. It's a lot. Because then that's going back into changing all the fonts and everything on every single thing I've done. So we'll see. My fingers are crossed that the color changes have helped.
So. Yeah, having to change like one thing, you have to change it in like every single thing, and that's what's time consuming.
I think I may be missing some consistency in my social media ones. I have one that has like my logo. It has like a floral background and then the wooden toy. And then I have another one that has like a wooden texture with the wooden toy and the logo. And I wonder if she's going to say something about that. But the floral also comes into play on something else as well. I don't know. I will have to find it and show you all. But I don't know. I might have you all look at it and see.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
and that's
find
the
it.
hard thing too, is making sure everything is consistent.
Right.
You
Mm-hmm.
consistency.
And I think also like what elements are being consistent, because I feel like it's easy for me to be consistent with textures. It's hard for me to be consistent with color. And that's kind
Mm-hmm.
of weird. I don't know why my brain is like that, but like even with my letterhead package, the textures were there, the colors were not. But I'm happy with what I've done. So we'll see.
It looks so good. Yeah,
Um,
just that
in
color.
comparison, yeah, when I was looking at, and then I did like a side by side. So I put the first time I never put all of my elements together, like after I was done on a mock up. So I couldn't really feel it, but today I did that before I went in and changed all the colors to see. So once I put them together, I'm like, yeah, no, this is kind of like my eyes bouncing everywhere off of different things. So I'm like, what can I do? Like, I really like this gradient. I really think it's different. I've gotten colored envelope brands, but never like anything gradient or textured. So I was like, let me try that. And then it kind of like was washed out. So I just said, no muting. Let's just see what it looks like. Cause I thought if I kept it bright, it would like take away from like seeing the addresses. But I found a happy medium. I feel like I did anyway.
Yeah, I think so. And because they're like lighter, you turn the opacity down in the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it works really well together. Just keeping it those colors.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think for me is like something I tend to do is I put too much stuff. Like I feel like more is less sometimes, and so I play with my elements. Like I want so much in it, but then I don't even realize that it looks busy, So then I had to like slowly decide what I should keep in there. So that's what I was working with too, is like which design elements should I take out,
I love your letterhead. I love the, like, is that rain? Is it like raindrops that are at the top and bottom?
You know what? I was just like doodling, but when she mentioned raindrops, I was like, okay, we could go with that.
Yeah, I like that. I was like, that pulls into like the nature, the regeneration. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. And the lines that I did, I didn't even realize that it could be grass. So then when she said grass, I was like, okay, let's use that as grass then.
Right. That's dope. Yeah.
Michael, are you trying to share your screen?
Yeah, I'm about to do it right now.
Okay.
I think. Let's see. Share screen. Host disabled. Participant screen sharing. I don't know what that means. Who's the host? You're the host, right? Yeah.
But I wasn't sure how to join it as the host on my phone, so I just put in the meeting ID and the password, and I joined it.
It probably still should have.
Because I could get out if I need to and see if I can rejoin as the host.
Okay. I mean, I guess
okay.
I can always show you on my iPad. It's not that big of a deal. I don't mind.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just tell me if the quality doesn't look as good. But you should be able to get it. Let's see. So, Kiana, I noticed when you presented your social media, you actually did it like the web page view of it, and I did mine on my cell phone, so I'm not sure how it's supposed to look, if there's any criteria whether the social media website needs to be on a cell phone, the mobile version, or the website version. So I did all my mobile versions. She didn't say anything. Yeah, Professor Kress didn't say anything, but I don't know. Let me close this.
I think it does look better on the mobile device. I think my final one, I submitted it through my mobile.
That's not going to work, is it? Can y'all see that? I can't see it.
Hold on. It's like coming in and out,
Yeah,
so it's
it
like
is.
fading into the
Yeah,
background.
that's not gonna work.
What?
No.
Yeah, Mike, I'm gonna just get out and see if I can join as the host.
All right.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm excited. My iPad comes tomorrow, so I won't have any more of
Lord.
these, hopefully, issues.
Which one did you get?
I wound up getting, so I went into AT&T to get it because everything of mine went bonkers at the same time. Like my iPhone was like not letting me do anything and kept telling me my storage was full no matter what I did. So I wound up having to go buy a new phone. And when I was in there, I asked the guy in AT&T. So he's like, I was going to buy it out of there and just get the iPad Pro. And he's like, go with certified refurbished Apple because you can get one. So I think I wound up getting like a 3rd generation iPad Pro from like 2021 or something. I was like, I'm just tired. I spent so much money this month replacing things. Right. I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm like, this stuff is the cost of like some mortgage payments, some car payments, like not what was in my plans.
I've been having issues with these Apple products this whole time. Like my iPad was doing well, pulling pictures off of my portable hard drive, and then all of a sudden it stopped after an update, and I have not been able to do it since. My MacBook won't read my hard drive. The only thing that reads my hard drives are Android devices. And then I got docked heavily from Dr. Baldowski when we were doing, what were we doing? It wasn't a style guide. What class was it when we were, you remember when we had to do the words, the quotes in After Effects? The words had to match our voice. Yeah, he docked me heavily because he couldn't see the files that I was submitting. I could see the files that I submitted in FSO, but every time he clicked on them, it wouldn't work. And even the student, the tech support, they could open up the documents too. So it was only him that couldn't open it.
So maybe it was his laptop, right? Not yours.
So I was like, why don't you just go over to the page, to the Adobe Spark page? You can see everything I uploaded. So he docked me for week 3 for not seeing my stuff, and then week 4 he was about to dock me again until the student tech support said, hey, he's having an issue with his computer, please look into it or whatever. So he still couldn't open the documents, but he was like, all right, well, I'll just look on your Spark page. And then he saw all my work then. But he still kept all the docked grades from the previous weeks. Like, he's never gone back and adjusted the grades. So that's kind of frustrating.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had issues with these Macs. Are you the host now?
And I'm like,
yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just now having issues because I just started using this laptop a few days ago. And I think maybe I don't have some things installed. I don't know. Or I don't know what's going on.
Nope, I still can't do it.
Oh, really?
Host disabled, participant screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Let me see if there's anything I can do. It's just so different here on my phone. Oh, did you upload it though? Maybe we can look at it on FSO.
Yes, I did.
Okay, here. I'm gonna go on there right now. Yeah, my Safari is not working at all. Okay, let me try the Chrome.
Because in our style guide, it showed us, or we got to show all the different textures that we're going to use for our designs, right? So I'm assuming we can use multiple textures just as long as it has.
if in there. I feel like if it's in our style guide, we could just use the things that
Right.
we're using.
Right. I want to just like make sure it's applicable to whatever, right? So, I guess I'm assuming that she doesn't want to mix. For example, if we were like trying to advertise the product, and we had one texture, but at the same time that same texture was seen, I don't know, on the letterhead, but then you had another one like mixed textures, right? I'm wondering if that matters. Um, I don't know the ins and outs of the textures.
I will. I really don't know. I mean, it's not for a grade because it's just how I run my other side business. But when I do mine, like I had in my style guide that I had for that, I have like 2 or 3 different textures,
Mm.
but they are used for like all of them are on my website. So you'll see like within the website different things, you'll see them all. But like on my Instagram, I like have one is used for reels, one is used for, so I like differentiate how I use it so that I don't get confused. But I feel like if it's all like the letterhead packaging, it should be the same. So like if you open something and you're pulling it out, I think that's what she mean, because that's what she was saying to me. Like mine was 2 different textures on the envelope and the letterhead, but the letterhead and the business card was the same.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she was
yeah.
saying like to unify it, it should all kind of be the same so that it looks unified.
Right. Like with the
Like it's
three
not
lines that she was talking about.
like
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
saying 3 lines, and then I have like a gold net texture that's like would actually be like a printed texture on the paper. So it's like the lines that would be like their badges of honor or whatever, because I went with more legacy and like this coat of arms type of idea for it,
Right,
since
right.
like what the importance role is in hockey. So that's what like, the lines was, but it wasn't consistent across.
Yeah, I feel like
So
her
like,
critique for yours was like
yeah.
pretty good. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, that's I can see that,
Yeah,
right?
me too. I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
It was just the stuff about the logo that just like had me stressing
That
out.
was
I'm
me too.
like,
Like when
oh my god, the
she
logo.
was like I don't like the yo yo, and I was like I love the yo yo, but then I was like, I remember it was like last class when Dr. Baldowski did his lecture on critiquing, and it was like if you're too attached to it, you know, it might not be for the brand, So
Mhm.
even though I saw the yo-yo being part of the brand, right, a little bit of product placement, like that's fine. But that one hurt. I was sad for like the whole day, having to get rid
I
of that
could feel your
yo-yo.
emotion
Yeah,
in your text.
yeah.
Oh man, especially on my uniform, like I had like the little yo-yo on the front, as like the little symbol. It
Aw.
was I loved it. So, but yeah, it's gone now.
Are you still gonna use it like as a mascot?
No,
No.
no.
Oh, you dropped it completely.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Because she mentioned like what she said. She said it was confusing having a mascot on the logo itself, which I didn't truly understand. But I was like, okay, I don't, what do I know? So I took it off.
Okay. I'm looking at your social media posts, Michael, and what were you saying? The textures in is it the header on Facebook and then the banner on, is it Twitter?
The Twitter.
Actually, you could just disregard whatever I said and just critique it.
Okay. So both of them were part of your style guide's textures, though, the leaves
Absolutely.
and the wood.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
I feel. Oh, go ahead.
What do you think, Nikita?
So I'm okay. As I'm looking at it, they both could work. But like, what if? Because I like when I see the leaves and like the palm leaves, it makes me think more summer, like beach,
Okay.
like family vacation. So I feel like it will. And then the other one is more like wooden, and so that kind of makes me think like fall type. So I was thinking if maybe your textures could be seasonal.
I like that.
So like you're swapping them out as the seasons come, and then like your marketing would be geared toward the toys could be geared toward like what events would kids need toys at. So
Okay.
like if we're going to the beach, they would need toys at the beach. You can have like wooden sand pails and things like that. and then more so what types of activities do parents or children's families do in the fall, and then what wooden toys would be associated with that season. And I feel like that's how you would be able, like, to me, it's not like it's not cohesive. It
Okay.
just looked like it's just 4 different times.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you have like a reasoning to justify like why you're using the leaves like in one thing and then the wood in another, I think it could work.
Okay. Yeah, the leaves are more for the theme, the rainforest,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and then the wooden texture. Uh, I don't know. I don't have really a. I don't have words for that yet. I can make them up, but.
Yeah, like with
But
mine,
also like wooden toys.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
that's what I was gonna say. But
and I
yeah,
always
you
think
know.
like my mom used to run a daycare, so they had wooden toys. But even in their wooden toys, the company that she would get them from, they didn't just sell just the toys. They sold the tables to play with them on, the chairs to sit in when you're playing at that table. So all of that would be wooden. So that could kind of be like a tabletop,
Okay.
and then the wooden toys are on the tabletop.
Okay.
And then maybe I didn't really look into like Greener Day Toys and the creative to see what types of toys they have, but like wooden playhouses, doll houses, kitchen sets, all of those things are what I think of when I think wooden toys.
mm-hmm.
As a teacher, I teach pre-K, so we have all these wooden toys in our room, and we have wooden kitchen sets, wooden dinette sets. Like everything is wooden because it lasts longer, it's sustainable, and it's self easily to clean. So it's a lot of ways you can go with it with those textures. I feel
Okay.
like it's just about how you rationalize it,
Mm-hmm.
And what
design
about
rationale.
the Instagram? That when I put the like the button from the wooden table or plank inside the logo, is that interfering with the logo? You think, or is that are we
Let me
able to
make it
see?
bigger.
Oh,
Let me make a little bit bigger so I can
well,
see.
I think because you so that's the same wooden plank that you used in your Twitter one, right?
Exactly.
I think it makes it more cohesive. Like if someone were to look at your Instagram and then go to your Twitter,
Uh huh.
because it's like the same thing, I think it makes it more cohesive.
So
But then the Facebook looks out
exactly.
of
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's when I was wondering, like, man, should I just go ahead and just make the Facebook the plank too, right, and just make it complete? But I like your seasonal idea too. So like,
But you can, so the profile picture can just be the same. So you could use the Instagram photo that you have for the profile picture across all 3.
oh,
yeah.
okay, I got
And
you.
then
Okay,
the
okay.
banners on your Facebook and TikTok is what you would change out to be seasonal. So you will always, the way and this is what I do in real life. So like my profile picture, no matter what you're going to see on my banner, it could be a new product that's being promoted or whatever the case may be. The reason why they always know they're on my page is because that profile picture is not changing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
So the
as
small
long I feel
circles
like
are the profile pictures.
yes.
Okay.
So the little circle is the profile picture. So if they search for your page on Facebook, your banner doesn't come up. Just this
Ah.
that's your what you have in your profile picture is what comes up with the name.
Okay. Okay.
So and also with Instagram and Twitter, like the first thing they see is the profile picture and they don't see the banners and everything else unless they click your page. So I feel like I like the Instagram with the wooden texture in the background.
Okay.
And I feel like if you have that across
All three
all
of them.
3 platforms as
Mm-hmm.
your profile picture, it defines you more.
I like it.
So they, as soon as they don't have to second guess, is this the right company? They know it's the right company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. Keep it the same for all 3.
I'm about that. That is great information. So, uh, once we graduate, I would like to maintain contact with you all throughout the years, uh, because I'm getting older, and but I do want to launch my own company, and I do want to start like Instagram shorts and all this kind of stuff through social media.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be nice to just touch base with you all from time to time, just be like, hey,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
because that's some really good stuff. Yeah, and I don't know this
Mm-hmm.
stuff anymore. Not anymore at all. You got anything else,
Yeah.
Kiana? Is that it?
Um. Well, I was just thinking that say you did change your logo on all three to the wooden plank, in your logo,
Okay.
maybe you would want to change your Twitter banner to be the same as your Facebook banner.
Banner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then, all three of them next to each other would all, really go together.
I see.
Mm-hmm. If you wanted to keep those leaves,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
But similar to mine, for my textures on my style guide, I had wood. I had like a brown, like a light brown wood, and then I had grass, like season stuff. I had sky and everything like that. But I think what I did to kind of, because I didn't really use those textures. All I've really used was the wood, I think, in my stuff. But I kind of drew my elements instead. Like instead of using those actual like the actual grass and the clouds and stuff, I just drew my clouds and my grass and everything. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's good?
I think it still works because I forgot which week or even what class everything's running together. It's so fast. But what we were talking about, I want to say it was last month, and when we were doing the style guide, and we had to do the images portion of it. So like, what images?
Yep.
When they're going to look for images for your brand, what images typically are we using? And I feel like by you having textures in there, but then drawing them yourself, it's based off. So like, this is what I was going off of to create this. So I think it still works
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let me look at.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to use too much of the actual elements because I kind of wanted to keep it all the same. That's why I just used like the wood and I stuck with the wood and then everything else is like illustration.
Okay.
That's what I would like to. I am not good with Illustrator. I am hoping that getting this iPad and actually using the iPad will help me be able to practice more and do more because I cannot get Illustrator. It is not my friend at all.
No,
It will. Did you get your pencil already?
They're all coming. Everything's coming tomorrow. So I'm gonna be in here playing all day and trying to get some sketches done. This week 3 is my swag. And then I also had to move my social media to week 3. So I'll be doing swag and the social media.
Okay.
I changed the swag from what was offered. And I did the rationale for it, but I'm kind of unclear. So about because typically when we do the rationales in anything months before, like had to be kind of approved that we would get like a go ahead. And I did the production schedule and gave the rationale why I picked the swag I picked, but I haven't like gotten feedback on if I should do them or if I should stick. So I'm gonna just move forward with doing them. It's sports, and I'm a big sports fan, not particularly hockey. I've only ever been to 2 hockey games in my life. But I picked, instead of doing like a baseball cap, I did a knitted like palm hat. Because when I went to the game, that's mostly what people wore. They didn't have on like a lot of baseball caps, and it was really cold in there. So there's also that. And then I did what else? The like varsity, like a sports jacket, and then a jersey T-shirt. So it's like a T-shirt, but it looks like what would be their hockey jerseys that can be personalized for the person. So I'm gonna start that, but hopefully when we get our critique sheet, it's not like, well, just go and pick from the ones that were there.
Right.
Yeah. I think that those are really good for your swag because it goes with hockey. I mean, it's like ice. So the beanie sounds perfect. Like people would actually buy that. And you said like jerseys?
Mm-hmm. So I have like a lot of jersey T-shirts. So they're T-shirts, but they have like everything that would be a jersey, and like some of them are long sleeve. I have like 2 for the Wizards, a couple of them for the Steelers. But I think they're cool, and a lot of people don't wear them. Like normally when I'm at the games, everyone has on jerseys. I don't always like the actual feel of jerseys, so I like t-shirts.
Okay.
And so when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I buy them from the same place because they're the only place I ever find them. But I thought it was cool to try to do one for the hockey team, just because like their jersey has a lot going on with it as a jersey. The different like lines and where they put their like logos and placements and names and numbers. The number is everywhere. So many different places on a jersey. I thought would be pretty cool as a t-shirt. There's like things down the sleeves, so I'm gonna try it. I'm excited about it now, but we all know after the critique, I might not be so excited anymore.
I think that's a really good idea because, like, I wouldn't personally wear a jersey like every day, but if it's a t-shirt, but it has that t-shirt feel, that's something they're not just gonna wear at the game. They're gonna, I would wear it anytime.
And that was my thing. Like, I live in Baltimore, so we're a big sports team. Like it's baseball season now. Right after baseball season, we have football season. Like we never not have something going on in sports. And on any given day, you can go outside and see someone in a sports t-shirt. But I only ever see jerseys on actual game days. So I was thinking like, what's a way, because one of their goals was to be the like go-to sporting event in Vegas. Like they want to be, when there's nothing else to do, this is where we're going. When there's a lot to do, this is what we're picking all the time. And then they were honing in on family. And if you have a big family, jerseys are expensive. You can't get a jersey. If you have like 4 kids, 2 adults, that's a lot when you're buying jerseys. But t-shirts are a more cost efficient way for everyone to have like that jersey vibe going. So that was more so my rationale for it. The cost efficiency of it, because you're targeting middle class families. So you're targeting the working class, and you want families. So you want it family friendly, and you want to be for the locals and not specifically the tourists. Because yes, when tourists come, they'll buy a jersey. Most of the time you're on vacation, you're splurging. You're not thinking about, oh, when I go home, I have to do this. But if you're a local, all of that is always on your mind. So that's why I went t-shirt instead of actual jersey.
Yeah, I think that's all really good reasoning. That's a good rationale behind all of that.
Yeah.
Rationale was hard for me.
I don't know. You do a good job, though. I would say that because when you...
It's hard.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, when you were explaining your was it a mountain lion?
Mm-hmm.
And the hockey puck? Like, so my wife, she's really good at art, all right? So when you first posted it in our group, I looked at it and I was like, all right, let me talk to my wife and make sure I might be on the right. So I showed my wife and she was like, no, it looks like it's part of the tail. I was like, that's what I thought, right? And I zoom in on it and I see, oh, okay, it's a hockey puck. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not sure she's supposed to do this or not. And, let me put it in there. And then you rationalized it. And me and my wife are driving to get some breakfast. So I hit play on the message. And after you got done, rationalize it, me and my wife were like, ah, yes. So it was like you did a good job, like going back in history and pulling up, like, I can't remember everything you said, but it was good. So I think you do a good job, is basically what I'm saying.
Because I'm like, I feel like I spend too much time in my head. Like I spend too much time on not too much time, but when I rationalize that, and then once I go right, and I think it's because I'm trying to stay within like the constraints they give us for rationale, I don't always put everything I'm thinking in there. And I think that's how it like kind of falls apart in the actual submission, because it's like I write all of this down, like what we say in text is what I'm really saying, but trying to be concise and stay within these like video time limits and all the things we have to stay in, it's hard.
Right.
It's very hard. I don't know.
Do you guys know how much time we have left? Because I usually can see it, but I can't see it on my phone.
It says 5 minutes, about 5 minutes, little over 5 minutes left.
Oh, okay. And we had to submit 45 or 35 minutes?
45 total.
45 total.
So I figured, I don't know, I was thinking like the first 30 could be the top and bottom, and then the middle one that talks about us choosing a brand and talking about it. I figured that could be the last session if y'all want to do 2 sessions.
Yeah, that'll work. It's kind of hard. Like I don't know about anybody else, but I don't have the paid Zoom. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I
I don't
don't.
have paid Zoom, so it's like 30 minutes and then
Oh, so 30 minutes is the default if you don't have it paid or you're not paying for it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know that.
But I'm like, why they did make this 30 minutes? And then when I tried to like, because normally like if you log in with your or whatever, like your like with a like dot something edu, usually it'll be like it's paid. But when I
That's
did it for
true.
Full Sail, it still said like not the paid version. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish it was at least 45 so we could get it all done at
yeah.
once.
Right.
So, if we do 30, you guys want to meet again, like at the end, like week 4, or
Yeah, that's fine.
It's gonna work for me.
You want to do week
yeah,
4 or is this week 3 already?
Yes.
Oh,
Week
wow. Oh,
3.
my goodness. Yeah. I guess week 4, yeah.
okay. Yeah, did you see Josh's text?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he couldn't make it. So at least he could be in the next one.
Right. Probably extend that one out. You want to do a full 30-minute session for the next one?
If you guys want to, I feel like even when we say we're just gonna do like 10, 15 minutes, we end up doing all 30
Right,
anyways.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to find some criteria for the next one because I haven't researched any extra brands right
What's your
now.
week 3?
What's up?
What's your assets for week 3? What's everyone doing?
Let me see. I don't even know.
Next
Oh,
week-
okay. I
oh.
have to do the billboard, and then I'm doing.
Oh, dang. Okay.